Welcome folks to my channel, Clunkers and Classics, where we are going down the home stretch of restoring the 78 Chevy Nova. All the bodywork's done, all the stripping's done. We stripped the whole car down, all the old paint off of it, did all the bodywork, primed it, and all it needs to be is just lightly sanded with 400 grit. Well, actually I got 320 grit. I started sanding on the door and a quarter here, but I just primed the hood and roof there the other day, so it's got to dry for a couple more days real good. Sitting baking out here in the sun. It's about 85 degrees, so it shouldn't take too long, maybe another day or so. Okay, last episode we took the front bumper off and painted this panel and the two end caps. It still bubbled up a little bit here, but it's not too bad. Okay, so that's painted. I just put the bumper back on. We're going to put the chrome back on front and back windshields. As you can see, some of these clips are broke, and I'm not going to buy new ones. But basically what I'm going to do is put a dab of silicone around all them, put the chrome on, and then tape the chrome till the silicone dries. Front's not too bad, but I think the back's got a bunch of busted ones. So we're going to do that around the back. And then when I paint the car, I'm just going to tape around the chrome. Okay, let me see. This episode we will get the black painted on there for the stripes. I'm still not sure about the roof, but we're going to paint the deck lid and hood black. Just paint it all black, even though the stripes are only going to be from, you know, wherever I measure them out to. Okay, so that will be done this video. Get some paint on it. I'm going to go ahead and put the door handle and locks on there so I can put the door panel. It's a pain in the ass to keep sticking my finger in here, but anyway, I'm going to put the inner door panels on. We'll see what they look like. Should look pretty good, even though I'm still missing the pull handle for the passenger side, but we got enough for the driver's side to do. See how it looks. We're going to get the console cut so it fits the hump a little bit better, and redo a seat belt mount. Put another seat belt strap on the driver's side. Still haven't got around to that. I need to get another bolt. I'm going to put the cowl piece on there, because that's going to, the stripes are going to go right up onto it. Plus it tucks up underneath here. That's why I got that chrome on there. Okay, waiting on the carburetor still. Probably be a few more days for the carburetor to get here. But I do have the belts over here. I'm going to put on at least the power steering and alternator belt. Make sure they don't squeal, and then we'll try the AC. The AC was holding Freon. If these two work good, we'll put the AC on and give it a shot. I don't know if it's converted to 134 or not on the tabs. The air compressor said it was, but we'll see if the little inlet thing there to put the Freon in takes 134. I might give that a shot, see if she has AC. Might get surprised. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to try to wrap everything up before it's painted, even though I'm just going to paint the black, so I don't have to get everything done. But so I think that's about it. So I will be back when I get that chrome and stuff on there, and I'll be back when I get some progress done. Okay guys, show you what I got going on. I got all the front chrome on there. It's stuck on there pretty good. I did put a little silicone around the clips. Around the back was a little bit different story, mainly because it needed to be packed in there with silicone anyway. And I put some on the clips and I just smushed it all down there. I don't have these special clips that go here. So I think what I'm just gonna do is drill some holes. It needs to go up a little bit so it doesn't hit the deck lid, or real close to the deck lid. So I'll probably put in 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Just drill them in here. Push it up like that. Okay, so I got that going on. I'm about to put the door handle and lock back on there. I think I'm just going to, there's no gaskets on there, so I'm just going to put a little silicone around, just a little silicone around here, and clean that up with steel wool and mount that in there. And I got this stuff I bought. This is the widest I could find for the roof rail stuff for around here. And it's supposed to be 1/2 inch. I need to measure it. It may be too short. Well, no, actually. This will go on after it's painted though. I think that'll be a perfect fit. You see that? So that'll go around all the way around. So I'll put that on after it's painted. So we got that going on. I'm going to put the handle and lock on. Now we're going to go ahead and put the door panel on, see how that looks. Okay, so I'll be back. Let me get those little jobs done and I'll be back. Okay, I put the handle and lock back on there. I can mask them up real good when I paint the car. Okay, so here's the door panel. She's a little thick, so when I put the little lock deal on there, it smushed it down, but and same with the screws. These are the factory holes. I put these screws in, 4 of them there. So yeah, that's it. That's the best I could do without buying door panels or so yeah, that's the material I got. I mean, I could have got this material or just plain vinyl to recover them, or $500 for new door panels. I ain't gonna spend that. So yeah, that's it there. I'll go ahead and put this molding on after it's painted. That's no big deal. Fucking buzzer still. Okay. This weather stripping here, it clips on from here all the way around. But up here, it just pushes in and it's not very good. Actually, it seems a little bit tighter there. But anyway, I got some weather strip adhesive and I'm gonna put a bead of it along there and push this back in on both sides. Now the passenger door, I don't have this handle. I still can't get myself to spend $100 for one handle. So anyway, I'm gonna put in this seat belt here in the other hole, and we're gonna take this console out and cut. I went through this in the last video, but for you new people, I got to cut around here for it to fit around the hump. So yeah, so this will lay flat on there, and then we'll have a curve like that. I'll take my little die grinder and cut a thing on both sides to mount it in. See, this is a seat belt. Seat belt can't be like that for the driver's side because it'll push up on the console. So I gotta put one in on this side. So I'm about to do that next. Okay, I think that's all I want to go over with right now. Oh, and I'll go ahead and put this cowl piece back on here. I gotta blow all the dust and everything out of there. And I'll probably scuff down the cowl, keep the dust down. Because see, when I paint the car, I don't want all the dust from underneath here blowing up. So anyway, I got that to put on too. Okay, so I'll be back when I get some more done. Okay guys, I got that other seat belt in there. I just went to Wally Mart there this morning, and I bought the other console they had. They only had 2 of them. So I got this one there last week and bought this one here for the Chevy. I just love them. I just love the color and function of them. Like I said, I might build something on here, you know, that comes up and has gauges and a radio or something. I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and cut this. Like I said, I want this to sit flush against the hump. So we need to, I figure I'd just use a paint stick like this. As you can see, I take out about 1 inch. Take a marker here. It's gonna be hard with one hand, but let's see. Right about like that. And same with this side here. Oh, that's marked. That's marked right on this little deal here. So what we want to do is kind of come like that, I guess. I don't know, not exactly sure where. Something like that. And then cut this out. I got my big die grinder, but with a cutting wheel on it. So I think that's what we'll do. That goes along like that, and just something like that. It may be a little bit, may have to retrim it in here or something, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to cut them off, and then hopefully this will lay flush, and then probably just, I don't know, probably just put a screw there and there, something like that to hold it in. That should work. Anyway, I'll be back when I cut that off. Okay, I had to cut it about another inch. There's the front. There's the back. I had to cut it about another inch there for it to fit snug. I'm not sure why, but anyway, pretty sturdy now. It doesn't wobble around like last time. So I think I'm just going to put probably 2 screws right here, and that should be good enough. Anyway, I'll get that done. I've got this seat belt in there. Okay, what else did I went ahead and put some weather strip on these door rubbers here, so they should be all right. Yeah, I like that door panel. Okay, let me get a few more things done, and I'll be back. Okay guys, I put a couple screws in the bottom of this, pretty solid. I went ahead and got a dome interior light out of a junk car. So I'm just going to use that, since I don't have the original headliner or anything. You know, if the car was worth more, I'd put an original headliner, original dome light and all that in, but okay, so I got that done, and then I heard no commotion at my gate, slamming and banging around. It was the FedEx guy. He just brought my new carburetor. So I just now opened it, and this is it. It's 100% brand new aftermarket parts, and it's direct fit. It's supposed to be a direct fit for the Rochester 1-barrel, which is both of what my Novas are, the 68. And it actually looks the same too. I think everything will probably fit up. Even gave new gaskets. It was about 90 bucks shipped. And this is the one with the electric choke on it right there. So yeah, it should only take a few minutes to put on. I'll probably going in to eat here in a little bit, and I'll come back out, put that on there, and we'll see how she runs. I forget what brand this is. Probably, like I said, probably made in China, but it's a direct replacement for the Rochester, so we'll see. Hell, it may work great, and then 6 months down the road it's probably crap out. I think it's guaranteed for 2 years. I don't think this said it. I think the eBay auction said it was guaranteed for 2 years. So anyway, I'll be back when I put that on. If I didn't mention it yet, that console was $29.95 from Walmart. This console here, the picture of it there. And my store only had 2 in there in the last 2 weeks. Oh, and you know what? It says made in the USA, factory certified. Sort of helping out the USA builders, suppliers. So yeah, $29.99 or $29.95. And they only had 2. I bought one last week and one for the Chevy. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If they're not in your local store, go online, walmart.com, and I'm sure they'll you could probably order it. I haven't ordered anything off Walmart in a while, but I buy tires from them a lot if they're the cheapest. It's either eBay or Walmart, and you can order anything Walmart has in the whole United States right online. They're not sponsored or nothing, so don't think I only give my opinion on good deals. So anyway, I'll be back in a little while when I get that carb on there, and we'll check her out, see if she works. Okay guys, she seems to work. Seems to work, and the high idle did work when I first started it. It's dripping gas right here, and both of these things are tight, so I don't know. It's a little bit hard to tell whether it's coming from this big one here or this one, but I'm going to take them both apart and put on some Teflon tape, tighten them both up. This was already on here tight, but I tightened it just a hair more. Other than that, it seems to work good. So anyway, all I need to do is get rid of them squealing belts, put them new belts on there, and then I'm going to Probably not tonight, but I'm going to decrease that engine tomorrow. Tonight I'll probably just start sanding, getting it ready to paint. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay guys, I put the new two new belts on there, the power steering and the alternator. I didn't put the AC belt on because I'm not going to need it till next summer, and I'll do that then and check for Freon. This compressor says 1R12 or 134, but I'm not sure these connections. Anyway, that's for next summer. So right now, yeah, I stopped the squawking and everything. I put Teflon tape around that carburetor. It seems to run good now. It's a little bit weird start. It'll start and idle for 10 seconds and die. You got to start it up a couple of times. I adjusted the air fuel, different spots. It didn't seem to help. But anyway, okay, I spent a lot of time sanding it. I sanded all the top where we're going to paint the black. I put on the cowl here. I'm going to paint hood, roof, and trunk black. That's all sanded. I started sanding the sides. I'm probably just going to go ahead and sand the whole car. Oh, we got to paint black along the bottom too. So, and then I got half of this side here to sand. So I'm going to do that right now for the next few hours. Probably take me 3 or 4 hours to get all that situated. Okay, I just can't bring myself to spend $100 on the passenger door handle. So I looked around all my junk cars. This is still a little bit wet, but where is it? This is out of one of the Dodge Aspen parts cars. And this is the factory one. Has a hole there and a hole there. And this one, it'll line up on the same thing. One hole line up here, and the other one I got to drill a hole here. So I think that's what I'm going to use for a handle on the passenger side. You know, compared to that's a driver's side there. Yeah, it'll look a little bit different, but you know, $100 is $100. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'll buy a whole carburetor for that. You know, it's just a rip-off. So, and this ain't no show car. You know, it's just it's a Disco Nova. It's not a friggin' 6872. Although the 6872 parts are cheaper. So I'm going to go ahead and put this door panel on. That door handle. Got my new window winder here. Oh, that's the other thing. I don't have the passenger sill plate. I have a one off an old Pontiac that I could probably cut to fit, and I may do that because these things are $80 to $100 for a pair. So I'm gonna have to probably, I don't think the 72 Novas came with it. 72 Nova's missing a lot of stuff, but I'll go over that on the video dedicated to that. So I'll check it again. If there's one in there, I can put it on here for the passenger side and then buy a new set for the Nova. See, the 72 Nova, I don't mind spending the money on it because the thing's worth friggin' 2-3 times what this one's worth. So I don't mind spending $100 here and there on that, but this car here, I just I don't want to put in more than it's worth, and it doesn't have to be perfect. The 72 will be close as I can get it to. It'll be done a lot different than this car. Everything will be taken off on the 72 and everything. Just these, this is a budget build type car, so I'm just doing it kind of as cheap as possible. Okay, so I think that's it. I'm just gonna get to sanding. Kept all my old, that's my, actually the belts worked. You know, the ones I bought for another car, they're about 1 inch short. So I'm gonna keep them. That's the AC belt. Or no, that's the AC belt there. We'll do that next summer. And I'll keep the other belts. Oh, that's the other thing. I don't have mirrors for these. And what I like is the sport mirrors. You know, the sport mirrors on like my 74 GTO here. I like these. But these things are high. They're like $100 for used, just for one. And then these actually Dodge ones are pretty close to it too. I thought about taking a set off the Aspen. But anyway, what did I just do with it? Oh, I bought this set. It just came in today from eBay. It's, you know, I can't remember how much they were, 30 something bucks. And they go on something like this. You know, I don't know. I don't know how they'll look. I'll put them on there. If I don't like them, they cover up the holes for the factory one. So I can always take it off and put the factory ones on if I can find them. And yeah, they didn't have any at the junkyard where I got some of these Nova parts. There wasn't any there. In fact, the first time I went there 5 years ago, I picked one up for my Le Mans. This one here is a passenger side one. And I got that paint. I'm going to paint that purple for my purple Le Mans because it doesn't have a passenger side on it. That's what that's for. But these are the ones, man. They're like, I don't think they make them new. Anyway, those are the mirrors for it. I've forgotten exactly how much it was. Not very much, 30 something bucks maybe. Okay, I think that's it. I'll put them on after it's painted. The roof rail molding, the belt moldings for the door, outer door. The only thing I got to order, I think, is the windshield wiper blades. Okay, so I think that's all. That's all to go over. I think that's it. So when I come back, I guess it'll be ready to paint the black on it. So I'll be back, probably be tomorrow. That's a couple seconds for you guys. Okay guys, I got this door panel on there and the door armrest handle, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, I don't think anybody would really notice it. So I'll just leave that on there until I come across another one maybe someday. This is off an old Pontiac Bonneville. I had to cut a couple inches off this end and put it on there. It doesn't look too bad either. Like I said, until I come across another one, I'm just pieced it together like that. Okay, so I just washed it down. That's a secret to a good paint job, is to always wash it. So I washed it all down and fixing to wipe it down and mask it up so I can paint the hood, roof, and trunk, and black along the bottom. I don't think it'll go black along the front, just this bottom here and the bottom of the quarter panels up to here. So I'm going to paint it black up to about here, and then we'll do the stripe when it's time to paint the silver. So anyway, I'll be back when I get it ready to paint. Okay guys, I put 2 coats of black paint on there. I got a bunch of bugs in the paint. I don't know what they are. Every couple of months we get a new species of bugs. They're sprouting up, so see, they're right here. I don't know what they are. At least them are fresh ones. They could probably come out, but I put 2 coats. On the first coat there, a bunch came in. I tried to get them out. But anyway, that's the price you pay when you're not painting in a paint booth. But that's all right. They could sand and buff if I have to. I'd rather not. It's at night right now. It's about 11 o'clock at night. I figured there wouldn't be any bugs. It's getting cooler out, but I don't know where they come from. So I'm gonna have to paint the silver during the daytime. So I'm gonna let this sit for probably about 3 or 4 days, depending on how hot it is. It's supposed to be in the 70s. Set it outside in the sun for about 3 days, and let it dry real good, and then mask up the black stripes in the bottom, and then paint the rest silver. So that's the next step. Next video, it'll all be painted silver. I'll show you. I did it in another video of masking up stripes, but we'll do it again and get that silver paint on there, which is going to be a kind of a pain in the ass because it doesn't cover very well. So it's going to take, like, I can't do it in 2 coats. It's going to take like 5 coats. And that's a lot of time for friggin' bugs and crap to get in there, and a longer time to dry. Usually 2 coats, you can put on 2 coats and it'll dry pretty quick, and don't give enough time for the bugs to get in there. But anyway, we'll do that next video. In the meantime, I'm probably gonna work on the 72 Nova a little bit and put out a video for that. Then we'll get back on this. But yeah, I guess that's it. Subscribe if you haven't. Bottom right hand corner, click the subscribe button. It's free, doesn't cost anything. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and all that. And we'll see you next video. Thanks everybody for watching.